Hi guys, I'm going to get right to this so that I have enough data to hopefully send this to you as a video. Chapter 17, day 28 at 11:15 a.m. Will Greenfield came awake into a world of pain and confusion. His leg was on fire. What happened? Yeah, it hurt before, but not like this. He sat up and practically passed out from the effort. Trickling moisture on his cheeks, he was crying. Sure, they'd all cried in the past few weeks from terror, anger, hopelessness. Only a baby cried from pain, but it hurt so much. He looked down. One entire leg of his fatigues was cut off, laying bare a thigh that looked like it had taken a direct hit from a cannonball. A square patch, crusty with dried blood, sat over the bullet wound at the center of a bright orange circle of iodine. Around that was an area of black and blue bruising that extended from knee to hip. "Lissa?" His voice was barely a rasp. No answer. "Lissa!" He tried to drag himself to the flap of the sun canopy. Every inch of movement made his leg erupt with a searing agony. He had to bite on his sleeve to keep from screaming. "Come on! You can do this!" With a muffled moan, he crawled forward and peered outside. An amazing sight met his eyes. The beach was a beehive of activity. 9 stills worked side by side, boiling the salt out of seawater. Enormous stacks of fruit stood everywhere. Coconuts, bananas, mangosteens, jackfruit, and durians, all waiting for... what? The castaways could never eat that much stuff. Speaking of eating, was he hungry? He thought so, but he could hardly feel his stomach over the explosion in his thigh. Ian and Luke passed his line of vision carrying something odd. It looked like a sort of blanket made out of army fatigue sewn together, and it was stretched between the 2 oars that came with the lifeboat. How long have I been sleeping? What did I miss? And then it hit him that looked like a sail. "Lissa!" This time the others came running, and when they found him awake and alert, the celebration was boisterous. He couldn't get a word in edgewise. When he opened his mouth to ask what was going on, Lissa stuck a thermometer in it. That was when Luke explained that Will had been out for the better part of a week, and during that time the bullet in his leg had been surgically removed. "Without even asking me?" blurted Will, spitting the thermometer clear out of the lifeboat. Lissa retrieved it and brushed the sand off. "And it worked! Will, your temperature is almost down to normal. We thought we'd killed you for sure." "It feels like you did," Will gasped. "My leg, anyway." "Why'd you have to do it?" "This is better," Ian insisted. "I know it hurts, but that infection could have been fatal." Will nodded slowly, struggling to think through the firestorm of pain. "What's with the fruit market and that thing between the oars?" Luke took a deep breath. "JJ stowed away on the smuggler's plane," he said gravely. "We haven't heard from him since." It was the one thought that could have drawn Will's mind off his leg. "Oh my God, they killed him?" Luke nodded grimly. "We think so. And we also think they probably interrogated him before they did it." "Which means they're going to come after us," Lissa went on. "And this time, there's no place to hide. We've got to get away from here." "But not on the ocean," Will protested, panting with the effort of his words. "Don't you remember we almost died out there?" "But this time we'll be prepared," Charlotte insisted. "We've got the lifeboat, and we're stocking up on food and water." "Come on," groaned Will. "We'll never carry enough water to get us across the whole ocean." "No," agreed Ian, "but maybe the wind will take us into the shipping lanes or someplace where planes fly over and we can be spotted. It's a long shot, but it could be our only chance." "We can't just wait here to be slaughtered," added Lissa. Will lay back in torment and despair, staring up at the sun canopy. No, they shouldn't sit around waiting for their own murders. But was the only alternative to go out and quite probably kill themselves? "Miss you!"